What's going on, guys? You're welcome to the Link Up, another fantastic episode of the Echooroom show. And of course, you know, it's about to get really, really super amazing with the guest I have today. He's the future.
No, don't start that, Quincy. Behave yourself. Stop it.
I'm joking. I'm
Are you-
joking. I mean, he's been in the music business doing a whole lot. I mean, killing it with the music as well as making some political feats, right? Other than that, also making a whole lot of money in the past, present, and the future. Ladies and gentlemen, Iyanya in the building.
Yo. It's funny how you decided to start with a fight. I don't understand. Like, bro, what do you mean I'm the future? You saw Vector getting pissed at that, and you now said it to me. Why?
I'm sorry.
What's good, man?
My rich friend.
Yeah, why me?
It's nice
What's
to have
going on?
you
It's,
here,
it's good
man.
to be here, man.
Yes, sir. It's been a long time coming.
Cheers to that, man.
Yeah?
Cheers to that. Yeah. What's good?
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
room.
yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there's so much to talk about. I feel like for the most people would say, you know, they know a whole lot, but I'd like us to have conversations where they don't really know.
No,
you know, things about you that they don't really know on the regular.
Yeah.
You took a break.
Yeah.
It wasn't exactly a break, but I mean, there was a long time and a long space and a pause from music.
Yeah.
Why did that happen?
First of all, let me say big shout out to all the people who tuned in, you know. Love. I had to take a break because everything happened so fast. You know? I knew I was good. I always said to my friends as a young kid that I was gonna be famous, but I didn't know it was gonna be like major famous. You understand what I'm saying? So when all that happened, I can admit that I wasn't prepared for it. It took me unawares. I mean, you know, like
Really?
yeah, you're just a young boy from Calabar. You know, you take part in the competition before you know it, the whole world knows you. Presidents know you. It's a lot to take in. You know, so I had to go through the process of losing my family and doing music at the same time. Blah blah. It's a lot that happened. So I needed to take a break because I feel like at one point I lost my mind completely, man.
Really?
It's a whole lot of madness, trying
Okay,
to.
so let's just touch on because you mentioned a bit of stuff. I mean, to the outside world, it didn't seem like there was anything going on. It seemed like a great time, you know. You're showing up, you're winding your ways, the girls are screaming, everyone's happy.
Life goes on, you know.
Yeah.
This is the thing I learned. Life goes on. So regardless of what you're going through, life has to go on.
What did you
learn?
learn?
It's like the day I was told my mom died. I was backstage. I was about to perform, right? So the promoter comes to me. He goes, in the next 15 minutes, you're going on stage. Within this 15 minutes, I get a call backstage. My mom is dead. I have to go on stage. The guy is like, no, it's not for real. Don't worry, just go. I'm like, no, I'm still gonna perform. So I'm on that stage performing, and the people there don't know I just lost my mom. So there's a lot that goes on, in this, process of being who you are, and people don't really see that, and they don't really need to see it until it's time for you, until you're strong enough to tell them, look, this is what it was, this is where I'm at now. But it's all blessings. Yeah.
Wow, that's deep.
Yeah.
Okay. May also rest in peace.
Inshallah.
Yes, sir. Now the process of you losing yourself to a certain extent.
Yeah.
What would you say was the root cause of the situation? Because some might say it's due to, they call it suddenness of wealth. It doesn't make any sense to me, but some say that's what it is. Some say it's fame. Some say it's whatever they deem it to be. What was it for you?
Fame is a drug, and until you get to the point where you're older in the game, you don't learn some things. Experience over time teaches you some things. Fame is a drug, so when it catches you and you're not ready for it, it's gonna teach you some things. It's not for the worse.
Were you ready for it?
I started this conversation with saying I was just a young boy. I didn't know. I mean, I knew I was going to be famous, but I'd never been famous, so I couldn't say, oh, once I get famous, this is how it's going to be. So it just came, and I'm like, oh, this is it. Oh, and all that happens, and you go through it, and you have to learn to just like allow the process, enjoy the process too. That's what I learned,
Did you make any bad decisions along the line?
Of course.
At that period?
Of course.
One of them?
I'm not gonna tell you. Why am I gonna tell you that?
Okay, that's fine. You can tell me though.
No,
I
I'm not
mean,
gonna. I'm not gonna
it's,
tell you because I make
it's
great decisions too.
exactly. You can tell
Yes,
me one of that too.
I can tell you the great decisions I made was one of them was logging out
Logging out from entertainment, from music.
from everything. Yeah, I had to log out. You log out.
How was that
because-
a great decision?
It was a great decision because it helped me to, that's the reason why I was sitting down here. Logging out is important because there's so much going on.
And what were you doing within that period?
Recording, just log out, recording, log out holidays, log out vacations, just no music, no nothing, just me.
How are you making money?
Are you kidding me, bro?
It's a very honest question. Like, how are you? Because if you logged out from music, I want to believe you logged out from performances and shows as well, right?
Not totally,
But for the most part.
but for the most part, I did.
And then you also need to put into account that as a famous person, your bills
I'm
naturally
blessed,
just
bro.
increases.
I'm blessed.
Yeah.
By the grace of God, I'm blessed. So at every point that I need something, God will provide. So, there's never been a time that God has hands off me to say, God always comes through.
I like that. Now, let's leave this phase and go all the way back. Right. I want to know about the starting point of who Iyanya really was, how you grew up, in what environment and stuff like that.
I was born 1986, October 31st, to my late parents. I was born in Calabar. Nursery, primary, secondary school, university was in Calabar. Project Fame was the thing, the
Yes.
first thing that took
Yes.
me out of Calabar.
Yes.
Obviously, my mom was a teacher. My dad was a lumberer.
Your dad was a lumberer
Yeah,
and your mom was a teacher.
teacher. Yeah, like a principal, big teacher, very popular in my state. What else?
So basically, you grew up in a wealthy home? No?
You ask the people who stayed around me. I guess they're the right people to answer that.
It'll be very difficult.
Yeah, I'll send you some numbers, man.
No, but I mean, that's okay to talk about, no?
Nah, I don't want to say. It's not my place to say that.
Okay, so you were privileged,
I was,
essentially.
blessed. Yeah,
That's it.
the word,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you know how it is, man. I had a dad who gave me everything I needed. I had a mom who gave me everything I needed. So that's why I say I was blessed as a child.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And then, at what point did you really take music seriously? Because a lot of people, especially with the Project Fame situation, a lot of people are always on that show talking about singing from their mother's womb.
Yeah. So for me, before Project Fame, I was a karaoke attendant for like 2 years. And
Karaoke champion.
Yeah, you know them guys. You work in this place where people come in and you have to sing. Like in 2 years, I sang over 2,000 songs, 30,000 songs. Every day, singing 500 today, singing, just like that. And it's crazy how when I was on Project Fame, most of the songs I sang on Project Fame, I had been singing in this bar for 2 years.
Kind of like prepared you.
Yeah, so it now made sense to me that it was like a preparation, you know what I'm saying? Because I was surprised. It's not like I said, I want to sing these songs. Uncle Ben would just say, "This is what you're singing," and I'd be like, "Wow, this guy doesn't even know I've been singing
No,
this
that's
for
my
2
song.
years." Yeah, so it was a beautiful process. I schooled in Calabar, literally everything. First time I left Calabar for the longest was Project Fame.
And that took you off.
Everything.
Now, in the history of, I'm saying this factually, unless proven otherwise. In the history of most of these reality music competitions and what have you, you're probably one of the few, if not the only person who left this particular competition or these competitions and actually blew up via the music, right? Plus, how did you make that switch? Because you're on the show, you're singing all types of soulful R&B and all of that stuff, and you're out there and there's a lot of waist whining.
Yeah, man. That was
and
me.
abs twerking.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, that was, Cookery and all them songs came as a result of, me being tired of the whole, they have to say a lot of things before you come on stage, just trying to convince people that you need their attention.
Example.
Like it's time for buffet. That's when they want you to perform. So people are eating and you're singing. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's really paying attention.
Because you're not the highlight.
Nah. So I was tired of that, and that happened for a long time. So what I had to do was buy the trending albums at the time.
I.e.
M to M, Mushin to More Hits. Nice, the Gongwaso
album.
Superstar, Starboy album.
Okay.
Because don't forget when all these songs were out, I was just doing R&B. So
yes, you were, and it was. To be fair, it was nice.
People would say to me, "Yeah, don't switch. I like your style. Don't switch." And I see the same people dancing to the commercial songs, and I'm like, dude,
still,
what's going on? So I had to listen to these albums in my car. Listen to why do people like these songs? Why do people love these songs? And I listen and listen and listen and listen. It was really hard. It was really hard because when people love your R&B, especially when the girls love you as an R&B singer, you're careful. You don't want to lose the girls.
Mm-hmm.
So I remember a tweet from a fan. I can't remember the fan, but the fan said something to me, and that changed everything. It was a tweet I saw one morning, and she said, "I love your voice. You have an amazing voice. You're a great artist, but I think I would love to dance to your music." And I'm sure other fans agree with me, and some people retweeted that stuff.
I think that was when Twitter was saying.
Yeah. And I remember just reading that tweet and saying to myself, this girl is right. It's time for me to make people dance. And that's how I linked up with Ubi, courtesy of Mr. Kelvin Orifa, and then we started making commercial music.
I need a bit of clarification. Were you officially signed to
Triple MG.
Triple MG, sorry, not MMG. Yeah. Were you officially signed to Triple MG, or were you a label owner? Were you a part owner of the label?
Both.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah.
Now, you know that we're going to touch on that at least.
It depends on the area that you want to touch on.
What was the reason for the issue or the friction with you?
No, I'm not going to talk about that.
Why not?
Nah, because it's past.
Yes, no, definitely. Because if you notice the trajectory of the conversation, we're moving forward.
Yeah, we're actually moving forward, but
you can't take that out of your story, no?
No, I can't take it out of my story, but I can avoid it, like I'm doing now.
Why are you avoiding it?
It's even the people watching don't want to hear it because it's old. Are
you sure?
I'm very, very serious because
I don't think so.
I feel like if they wanted to hear it, they have places and people they would just go to and get that information. Because it's all about energy. It's all about focus. I'm trying to focus on what's positive. So I'm not going to sit down here and feed all the people watching that want to hear negative stuff. There's no need for that. I'm just going to talk about where we at now and the progress that we are making. I feel like that's what people are interested in listening.
But you see, that said, we're still coming to the resolution part.
We move still.
Are you guys friends at the moment?
We're brothers. We will always be brothers for life. And brothers will have ups, brothers will have downs. What makes them true brothers is knowing that, this is what it was, this is what it is now. That's how it is. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now, other than that, after taking the space, what was your mind? Where was your mind, or how was your mental situation in terms of okay, you know what? I think I'm ready now to come back to music.
Oh man, that was. I say big shout out to my bros, courtesy of people like Umini, Ubi Franklin, obviously Bassi, Bolu. These are people that encourage me because you get to this point where you're like, but what's up with this thing? That's when you're in your lows. You're like, what's up? And everybody's just like, some people are saying to you, it's over. Some people are saying, you can't do it no more. Some people are saying, I want more. Some people are saying, man, can he do it? Is it possible? You are in the middle of all this. So it takes good people to now come to you and whisper into your ears because they know there's so much noise around you. It takes good people to now find their way to your heart and say, bro, this is the truth. And once you listen to those people, it's takeoff. So that's all I needed. I just needed good people to, come through and say, hey, bro, let's give them, let's go. It is what it is. Let's move, and that's the energy.
And I see you pushing hard with your new record with David.
Non-stop.
And the energy is like very,
yeah.
It's almost like every time I open my socials, I'm
It's
seeing
organic.
you everywhere.
What you're seeing is a result of, the connection is not far from the connection that we have when we're working as a team. So it's a result.
What does that mean?
So what I mean is when we are together, it's positive energy.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you're feeling. That's why you see the song doing well, because as a team, we move as a positive force. You understand what I'm saying? That's why, it's gotten to you now and everybody who's feeling the song. It's a result of our positive in-house energy.
How did the feature with David come about?
Shout out to Ubi for that. It's all every courtesy of Ubi.
With this new record,
David,
courtesy of Ubi?
Yeah, all my latest records. Call.
Are you guys back in business again?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
We're back in business. We've been back. So you're late.
Yeah, I am.
You're
I'm
late.
sorry.
Yeah, we've
I'm
been
sorry.
back on. This is our third song. This is our third song, obviously. Ubi, has a great relationship with these guys. He has a great relationship with Kiss. Has a great relationship.
Everybody.
He has
a great relationship
with everybody. You understand
yeah.
what I'm saying? So he just reached out to them. He called me one day. It was with Kiss. It's like, bro, come to the studio. There's this song, this song Keith is working on, I think. And I went there and I'm like, oh shit, it's good. We jumped on it. David was on it already. We kicked it. Ubi was like, let's go. Let's do this. This is our next single, and that's it. That's how it came.
Nice.
Yeah.
I see you. Just looking at the entire conversation so far, there's been a lot about
so you're looking at the entire conversation. You're looking at it. You can see the conversation.
I'm a very visually.
But you're not listening
person.
to the conversation.
I am listening and I'm viewing it. Okay, trust me. So I'm seeing the entire conversation, and there's a lot about positivity and stuff.
Yeah.
And to be fair, the way the human mind works, for you to be in such a space, you must have been hurt consistently.
Of course.
Would you say that's your case?
Of course.
Situation?
Of course. Tell me one person to sit down here and say he's not been hurt so many times by people.
Would you say the entertainment space is bad for people's mental health?
I won't say it's bad generally. I just think it's bad for the people who don't know how to log out when it's time to log out. Because the industry will always be the industry. People been here before you. You get what I'm saying? People will be here after you. So what I mean is people have gone mad. People have lost their minds. People are still going to lose their minds. People have attained success. People are still going to attain success. So you have a role to play. Where you want to be? When it's too much, do you want to allow it break you? All right? Because you just want to be there, or you're going to step back and put your mind and your life together and then come back with fresh energy. Because the only reason why you get to the point where you think the industry is so negative is because you've also become one of the negative people. You
me? I be in people in general.
Well, I'm not saying you now, but what I mean is, the thing about this industry is you don't know when you become what you criticized. You don't know when. And you know why that happens? That happens because you've allowed yourself to get so intoxicated in this negativity that you're now part of the negativity. So that's why I said that it's very...
What works for you? How do you handle such?
Log out.
What do you mean by log out? You say that a lot.
Log out of your apps.
Log out, like literally?
Out, yeah, log out of all those
like
apps.
Just turn off everything?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that might be because you have other sources of income, but what if that's the only thing I have to do?
Get somebody.
Get somebody to do what?
Get a manager, get a PA to handle stuff, to handle people. Listen, bro, this is a blessing right here. It's very important. Because I'm very sure that's why the people who made these apps, that's why they put log in and log out. Because they know they expect you to use common sense and log out when it's too much for you. That's why they made that option there. And it's hard. Some of us, it takes years for us to know this. That all you need to do is just log out. Sometimes. I swear.
I don't
It will
think
save your
Zuckerberg
life.
will be
Listen,
happy that you said we should log out
I
of Instagram.
promise you, it will save your life. Just log out for 1 week, 2 weeks.
How long did you log out for? Or how long have you been consistently logging out for?
Well, I'd say at one point I was totally out. Like I was out totally. Because I didn't know what's going on.
But it's one thing for you to log out of social media. It's another thing for you to log out in real life because you're still a superstar. You will walk down the street or probably drive past people, right? And they will see you still.
How many friends do you have?
Very few.
Like how many?
Maybe 5.
Maybe 5. Are you going to be very honest if I ask you a question right now?
Yeah.
Is it easy managing 5 of them?
I mean, people management comes to play. I'm good at people management, that's why.
Yeah, but even though you're the greatest manager, right?
Yeah.
You're going to get to the point, I'm sure there are times where
let's
like,
see how
this
he's now the one that is interviewing me now.
No, I'm listening.
I'm liking it.
I'm being honest. I'm sure there are times you're like, shit, these guys it's not easy, but we move, right? That's you and your 5 friends.
Yeah.
Let's ask me the same question. How many friends do you think
How many friends do you have?
I don't even have friends. I have family. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I don't have friends. So I have family. I have buddies. I have people who come through. I come through. And I tell you something. Just managing the people I know is a lot of work. Now, add millions of people I don't know.
Yeah.
So if I have 2 million followers, I have to deal with 2 million people every day. I don't know them. If someone waking up with bad attitudes, someone waking up with bad news, someone waking up with divorces, this, that, they're going to transfer all that to me. They don't even know they're doing that. That's why you post something and people always have opinions. They don't have those opinions in their own life. They just you because you're there and now they have access to you. So they feel like they can, I'm being honest.
Yeah.
So they feel like, I can't, you come back from a trip and then you post up, damn, what a trip, I'm back. Somebody goes, make I do it. Waiting concern me.
These things, so you guys see all of these things?
Of course. And yes, you're going to act like, oh, I'm human and I have a thick skin. You're lying. You're lying.
Why don't you block?
Yeah, how many people are you going to block?
If you're consistent at it, it will be a lot.
It's a lot now. And then one day you're going to realize that you blocked some good people that are crazy too.
So you still think that in between the madness, there's still...
Of course. The best people in the world are mad people, stubborn people. Those are the best people.
But you need to pick a side then.
I don't need to.
Are you with the mad people that are okay?
That's what you don't understand.
Yeah.
I'm not with the mad people. I'm not with the sane people. I'm with me. That's why when I feel like it's too much, I lean back. Because when I lose my mind, the same people there are the ones that are going to abuse me. They're the first people to judge me. Forgetting that everything I'm going through, I'm actually going through to like make them feel like, yeah, I'm out here for you. They're not going to remember 20 years of goodness.
True.
Yeah, they're just going to remember what the fuckery, excuse my French.
No, feel free with your friends. Let your friends be your friends.
You get what I'm saying? Like they're going to focus on that. They're not going to focus on the good sides. No, they're going to forget immediately. They're not going to say, oh, you lost your mind. They're not going to say, oh, this, that. So what you have to do, what I learned to do, is to just log out when it's too much for me. And I'm advising everybody, log out sometimes. That's all you need to do. Just log out. When you log out, surround yourself with people that...
Why do I feel like this is going to become a meme? Log out.
No, for real. For real.
Yeah?
If you sit down with anybody that's very wise, they'll tell you this age, if you want to save your mind, if you want to save your mental health, log out. No, I'm not saying totally.
Isn't that just escaping the issues and running away from your problems instead of facing it head on?
He who fights and runs away will fight another day. Do you understand? But the guy that is always trying to prove that he's powerful all the time, you probably get shot.
He might not necessarily be proving that he's powerful, but you know what? Okay, I totally get it. So learn from it, log out.
Sometimes, not all the time.
Okay, sometimes
When
not
you
all
feel
the time.
like you're losing your mind,
Yes.
when you feel like it's too much for you, you just log out.
Iyanya, I'm
Yeah,
going to
yeah.
start calling you Mr. Logout.
No. I'm not like that. You see, like if you follow Diddy, right? If you follow Diddy,
Yeah.
you notice that there are times Diddy will say, "I'm off, I'm out."
Yeah.
Spiritual maintenance,
Mm-hmm.
this and that. There's a lot of guys that do. Tyler Perry, a lot, Stevie Harvey, all these
Yes.
guys. Why do you think they do that? They do that because they know that I'm dealing with millions of people I don't know, millions mad people, happy people, confused people, good people,
What
crazy
social
people.
media platform is your favorite? Which do you find? Which do you gravitate towards easily? Everybody has one.
WhatsApp.
Huh. Interesting. I would have said Instagram, but why WhatsApp?
WhatsApp, because that I can control that.
Because they all have your private numbers.
I can control that. I can trace you if you say stuff that I don't like.
You can trace the person.
Yeah, I can
It reached like that?
Yes, now I'll find you. It's easy for me to find you via WhatsApp.
Huh.
You know why I'm saying that? Because it's very important for creatives to manage their energy. Do you understand what I'm saying? People
Yeah.
are coming to your energy as a creative. It's very, very important. Some people, people see you from a distance and come to break you. Like they put themselves
For no reason. Yes. I experienced that every lot.
they see you from a distance. They go, this nigga, I have to break this guy, and they come as friends. So why don't you want to check your space and your energy and make sure that
Everything
you're
is right.
filtering the people that are around you? I don't know why you don't want to do that.
Okay. So there was a situation about you being on live television, still on the topic of people, saying certain things that would affect your mental state. The situation of you being on live television and them reading a certain type of tweet to you. How did you take that particular tweet? Tell us about the scenario. What happened?
Well, so after when I got into Project Fame, I need you to listen to this. When I go into Project Fame, I just buried my dad like this Friday. I go into Project Fame the next Friday.
Wow.
So I'm in Project Fame. Everybody's going, "Oh, you the one you lost your dad." So I'm literally getting sorry in Project Fame house, and all of that stuff. And immediately I win Project Fame. Months after winning, my mom dies. My brother dies. Sorry. Months, I'm still mourning my brother. My mom dies. So that's 3 people in a year and some months. I'm on live TV now with Nancy Sime, and the tweet goes, you've used your family for rituals. Who's going to enjoy your wealth? Don't forget that losing my family mentally, I'm not okay. So I'm sitting down there with you just because it's my job. I have to do the job. Life has to go on. And I'm getting a tweet like that. No matter how thick my skin is, that's going to get to me. I'm human. Regardless of how tough I may look.
How did you handle it?
I can't even remember. But I remember just going into the car and being like,
Did that just really happen?
If I could get a hold of this person, if I could see this person one-on-one, then I answer the question the best way possible. Do you understand? So it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Like for a guy like me, it's very important for me to always check my energy in, because you see, it's like losing my whole family is something that I can't. I try to act like it never happened sometimes, but then I'm always reminded that it happened every time. So I'm already in that space. I don't want more madness, bro. You get what I'm saying? I don't want more madness from you. I don't. The thing is, I'm not even gonna allow you bring it close to me. There's no need, because when I react, you're not gonna say this is what I went through. It's my react. You're gonna focus on my reaction. Why? I mean, yeah. So if you tell people I slapped you, it's big news.
But why are you slapping?
If you go, if you tell somebody, if you said something on the gram, and I met you face to face, and I asked you to say it, and you couldn't say it, whatever happened, nobody's going to remember that you said stuff before,
Yeah,
right?
to incite
And all I was saying was say what you said in my absence.
Yeah.
Now I'm here. Say it. You couldn't say
Same
it.
energy.
Same man, keep it, but you didn't keep it. You know, nobody's going to remember. They're going to say these celebs are like that. So that's why it's very important for you to just like step back, especially from negative people too.
Okay. Now, I was going to ask this.
Yeah.
Album season. What album are you feeling, and when are you dropping yours?
For now, I'm feeling dominated by Burna Boy's album. Is like my favorite album right now. I'm feeling singles. I'm feeling Ashake fully. Yeah, I believe Ashake is here to stay. His sound is unique, beautiful. Fireboy, obviously, I've been a Fireboy fan from day one. I'm listening to Fave. I just saw Gucci's performance some minutes ago.
Yeah.
I'm listening to everybody that's.
What does that do to you when you consume a lot of these content from these other creators?
You know,
does that put you on your toes? Does that put you on your toes to do more?
It inspires me. Like, it makes me want to do more. You know, it inspires me to do more actually, because it's very important to listen to what everybody's putting out now, so that when you're making yours, it's not like you're on your own. You understand? You can fuse, you can bring everything together and make yours different.
It kind of, you almost have completely answered my next question, because I was going to ask you. You've been present over, I mean, if you really monitor the music industry, you've been present over the change in sound. It happened almost 6 times in the last decade. 6 to 8. You know, like heavy changes. And as an artist, you still have to keep up.
Of course.
Right? While you're still making your own signature, right? You still have to keep up with the changing times. How have you managed to evolve over that?
Yeah, it's the passion, man. The fact that I love what I'm doing. I was born to do this. Like Fireboy said in the song, music chose me. I don't remember as a child. I remember walking into the toilet, rehearsing awards. I'd carry like a glass like this. And I'll stand in front of the mirror. I'll say, "Thank you for this award." And I remember one day my dad walked in and saw me doing it. He called for a family meeting. Everybody was gathered. My mom, everybody. He went. This guy is going mad. They say why? Because I saw him talking to himself. He was looking at, looking at the mirror. So I believe that obviously I was chosen to do this. So it's the passion, the love for this, this job. That's the reason why no matter what I go through, I'm like, bro, we keep it moving. There's always no giving up. But that helps me to go back in, go through it, etc.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
I asked one question that you've not answered. When is your own album coming out?
I'm working on it at the moment.
Okay, so what do we
expect? So all these songs are off the album. Expect great music. Expect great collaborations.
I.e.
I'm not
gonna saying I.e. example.
I know. So for you, if you say I don't know what I.e. mean.
No, not be like that. I don't say I.e. like 7 times during this interview. Yeah, so example.
I don't want to drop names because
come on, man, just one.
No. Sometimes you have people on songs and you're not ready to release the songs, and then when you drop names, their fans start looking out. They start tagging the person, and now the person is like, okay, he mentioned it, so it's going to be there. You drop the album, the person is not there. It's beef. Somebody has done it to me, so I don't want to do it to somebody. I'm not going to tell you, Quincy. I'm not.
Dude, you got to tell me something.
I know. You're not telling me almost everything. I know that you're sitting down there thinking this drink has some kind of effect on me, but I'm not going to tell you nothing.
Honestly speaking, I wasn't even thinking about that, but now that we're saying that, I mean, you haven't really had so much, to be honest.
I've been drinking before the show, don't forget.
Okay, cool.
Don't act like you don't know that part.
You acting like you don't know. No, but it's calm.
Yeah,
man, thank you so much.
Thanks, man.
So much for positive energy. Thank you so much for not answering the certain questions that, I asked you that you don't want to answer.
Yeah.
We also appreciate Mr. Logout.
No, thank you. It's good to be here. I watched your show, and like I
I think you
said,
came prepared to say, I'm not answering that.
no, not even that.
No?
This is me. Even if the cameras were
Always.
off, this is me.
Always.
I'll still tell you, I
Mhm.
don't want to answer this, I don't want to answer that, because
Mm.
like I said, it's my energy. We have to spread more love. People are good. There's a lot going on already.
Yes.
So people are going through a lot already. There's no need to make people's life harder. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Be a positive addition. When if I, like now, all of a sudden we get close, add value to my life, mentally, spiritually,
Yeah.
physically, financially. Be a plus. Do you understand?
Yeah.
That way,
Don't be a
life.
leech.
Yeah, don't be waiting for people to die before you write a
Suck
long
blood.
ass quote
Mhm.
of how you should have called.
Yeah.
Of how the last time you didn't even know it was.
Why
the
do I
last
feel like
time.
you never mind? Before you
BS,
say I don't start something now.
no,
I was going to say Burna Boy said something like that in his album.
You see why I love the album?
Yeah.
Let me tell you the reason why I love Burna Boy. Sometimes when I listen to Burna's music, I don't know, it's like he's speaking to me.
Very
I'm
personalized.
not lying to you.
Heavily personalized.
Every single song that guy drops and I download it, it's always like he's talking to me. So it's very important because people are going through a lot, especially look at the country, the situation of the country.
Yeah.
It's time to just like spread more love, more positive energy.
I
bro.
mean, before we even wrap this up, speaking about the situation of the country, you were actually appointed a political position.
Don't go there.
Why not?
Don't say it like that.
No, relax.
Quincy,
No,
the way
you're the
the way you're
come on,
saying
man.
it.
Come on.
It's like
No,
these
relax.
politicians are here.
Come on,
I didn't even
nah,
know
bro.
there's a politician here.
Relax now. Why you they do like this?
The way
Come
you
on,
talk,
man.
the way you
No,
talk,
not be so I they talk am. Now you they misunderstand them. Relax. What I'm saying is you were appointed. It reminded me of a political position you were appointed, which is what was it again? SA to
essay on entertainment to
Yes.
Sabena Yadi,
Yes.
Cross River State.
How long was that? Is that position supposed to last?
Till he
Leaves
when
office?
he leaves office, I'm sure the next governor is still going to give me a higher appointment. I'm speaking it into existence.
You're speaking into existence. Okay, good. Because you know the way Nigeria they.
As I don't speak, I'm so. As I don't speak, I'm so you don't.
You can't be like say you don't know.
No, as I speak, I'm so you don't work.
Okay, cool. So what is the plan with that position? And also before we even touch on what the plan is, do you feel like a lot of actual entertainers should get a lot of these positions? Because if you look at other states, almost all across, the people that are at the helms of affairs with these positions are not exactly one with the industry. There's very little influence in the industry from an economical and political perspective.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the turnover we're getting and the amount of interest we're building outside the world is ridiculous. It's next to almost nobody.
I know.
You know?
I know.
Exactly. So how do we merge the political and economical side to what the entertainment is?
I saw my appointment. I was thankful for it, but I saw it as higher responsibility. It's like you've been doing this thing on low. This time we want to do it on a larger scale. You've been representing your own people.
Yes.
Now officially represent your own people. So what it means is now, when the guys back in the days, if the guys called me, I'd be like, bro, I beg, give me time. I'll talk to. But now, if they call me,
There's a responsibility. You have to do it.
No matter how busy, you have to say, okay, I beg, give me time. So now you have to manage the guys, because it's like the governor is saying, don't talk to me again. See your brother, you understand? Take your problems to him, he will come to me.
Yeah.
But I believe very strongly that it's very important to encourage celebs, actors, creatives that are representing your state well. Celebrate them. Give them appointments. Encourage. What my governor did.
Do you feel like if we had more industry players, as entertainment industry players in these positions, it would be better for the country?
Of course,
as a whole.
Of course. It's recently that you say you do music and your parents are proud.
Yes.
Back in the day, if you were an entertainer, you were like they don't want to see you a black sheep. You understand? But now entertainers are doing very well. So, but even with that, we still have politicians who don't believe in the power of entertainment. Because they see entertainers as, oh, they smoke, they drink, they carry woman, but they don't know that we have a lot of value as entertainers that we can bring to the table. So if you once you appoint,
I mean, we've brought it to the table without them in most
you get
cases.
what I'm saying? So imagine every state having their own kids, at the forefront of their entertainment. It's going to be good now. You get what I'm saying? There's so many people that are doing it. So we just need more. Because now when you're having that political meeting, you have one or two entertainers, they're telling you what you need to know and, the steps you need to take to make other entertainers. Because I believe the reason why you appoint them is because you want them to represent.
Yeah.
So once they're in that circle with you, it's easier for you to penetrate the people's minds.
Okay. All right, man. Yeah, thank you so much. I
Thank
feel
you.
like I don't know, my mind is just saying that you still want to just say one last line
No.
to people in general.
That's your
I'm
mind.
not asking, relax. One last line, positive line to people in general about how they should live as an advice.
Share more love.
Yeah. I told you my mind was saying something,
Yeah.
but trust me, that's important. Also to fast rising artists.
To what?
Fast rising artists.
Fast rising artists.
Budding artists. I don't call them upcoming.
Yo, bro. Wherever you are now, I've been there. And I'm sure every other person you're looking up to has been there too. So you're in a phase where whatever you're going through is not trying to kill you or anything. It's just making you better. Work harder. Make sure you have a good team. Not a group of people who want you around just because you have one song and they can distribute and milk that song and you don't have the next song to push to the side. Surround yourself with people who love you as a person. Don't go where there's no love as a young artist. You're fucked. For real. It's a young creative. Don't go where there's no love. Make sure you always check. Do they love me here? It's important. Am I loved here? So what it means is I did something wrong. Did they condemn me or did they call me and say, we'll put you on check? This is not, you understand?
Yeah.
Check those things. When I'm down, are they there to
pull you back up?
Yeah, those are the things. And just work hard. Just keep going.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Bless, bro.
Guys, watch out for the live performance. It's gonna blow your mind away.
Yo, what up? What up? It's Iyanya. I'm live for my people, Echooroom. What I mean is my song like it, share it. What else? Subscribe to Echooroom. You don't know it's Iyanya. Bless.